Caps PlayVS State Championship Tournament semifinal game. My name is Landon Parrish, and I'm here with King Roger.
How you
King,
doing, guys?
how's it going?
Doing fine. Another game, another day.
For sure. So this is my first time doing this. Super
Welcome.
excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, and get to watch two great teams compete, teams that have actually met before in this PlayVS competition. So LCS is coming in as the number 2 seed, and Prince of Peace, I believe, is the 4 seed.
Yes, sir.
And Prince of Peace is the 6 seed, sorry. They upset Lydia Patterson, who was the 3 seed in their last game, 4-1 to get here to the semifinals. And the winner of this game will go on to the grand finals to play either Antonian or Grace Prep. So both teams obviously looking forward to the competition today and trying to get out of here. So I've heard of a player called Blippi from Prince of Peace. Would you say that's a key for LC in this game today, is shutting him down?
They absolutely need to shut down Blippi. Blippi is a very talented player, very mechanically skilled. As you can tell by his rank, he's in SSL, which is like top 0.5% in the world, which is already in that is a huge success. But the key to LC success today is going to be coming out of shutting down Blippi, stopping him from shooting and stuff like that. They have to have somebody on backboard. They're going to have to either try to demo him when they're going for offensive possessions, but somehow, some way, they need to at least slow him down. I'm not sure if they can completely stop him. They met before. They took it to 5, I believe, last time they played him.
Yes.
And it was all because Blippi just wouldn't go away. But they shut him down before. Let's just hope that history repeats itself.
Yeah, so the LC roster coming into the game, same as last time. Snow, Royal, and No One, the 3 players for the Lubbock Christian Eagles. They're looking to continue some success that they've had all year and get through to the grand finals and play in that state championship game, which would be a big deal for them. And so they've got one more step that they got to make it through, and then they're going to be on. So last time they played, it went to 5 games. It was 3-2 in Lubbock Christian's favor. Game 1 went Prince of Peace, and Blippi. We've talked about him. He's going to be a name you're going to hear a lot, and he was a big person in that game.
Absolutely.
Lubbock Christian took game 2, 3-1, and I believe that LC has a really good, attack with their passing and teamwork, which is really good. When I watched the other day, their counterattack was really good.
Yes.
They're sometimes on their back foot, but going back the other way, it seems like they do a great job of mounting offense and finishing shots. How important is it to take advantage of the opportunities when you get them, when they present themselves in a match like this?
In a match like this, when they're versing someone like Blippi and his team, they already have team chemistry. Like you said, it took them 5 games to do it last time. That's because they were a little bit unexpected, of Blippi and how he can pop off and be a really key player. So it took him that first game to warm up. That second game, like you said, it was link-up plays in the final third between Snow and Royal. Even No One was getting boomers and stuff like that. There has to be a pass play. It has to be quick, and there has to be a clinical shot in the back of the net to finish the playoff. And like you said, they were on their back foot a lot. But big clears, big booms, will get it out of there. They just gotta know when to set up the team plays. Can't be on their back foot the whole time. Gonna have that solid rotation, tighten up rotation. And I think they should look good coming into this last game.
For sure. And something that a lot of people don't think about when you're watching Rocket League, or if you're not a competitive player, the communication that goes into this is something that I didn't even realize until I watched y'all play some Rocket League games. How important is the communication aspect of it, and being in sync about rotations and that kind of stuff?
Have to keep communication channels open 24/7, even if you're down, even if when you're up by a lot. As long as you're talking to your teammates or at least saying something. I got backboard, I got first man, I'm second, I'm rotating back and stuff like that. So your teammates know where you are, so you can start those pass plays, so you can defend off your back foot and then just get the ball out there and move forward.
For sure. That's something that it's a key to every game, and especially whenever you've got 2 other people on your team that you are trusting to be in a position and they need to be there. You've got to be talking to each other, I would assume, to make sure that everybody's in that right position. Before we get going any further, I want to thank our sponsors, McDonald's and Contender Esports. go get some nuggets and play some video games.
Yeah, like what'd you have for lunch?
I actually had the 10-piece nuggets.
had the 10-piece
and
nuggets.
some ranch. You have to get ranch. If you don't get ranch, then don't get the nuggets because
Don't get the
the
nuggets.
ranch makes the nuggets.
I still believe they're buffalo. Or not their buffalo, their barbecue sauce. Ooh, that's a different level of barbecue sauce.
Yeah, go check them out. Both do them at the same time. Get some nuggets and go play some video games.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, watch some LCU esports. So like we said, this is the semifinal game. They're playing either Grace Prep or Antonian. Now, Prince of Peace is the 6th seed, I believe, coming into this. But as you heard, they have an SSL on their team. Can't really count
them out already.
Kind of team out when they have the firepower of. I mean, I know it takes a team, but having one player who can really carry a squad, I'm sure doesn't hurt.
Does not hurt at all.
Which is, that's cool. I do like that, like I said, our counterattack, which is it's a big thing to be able to play defense and then go right back onto offense and know where your team is at. I believe is a super important aspect of the game, and because you can run offense the whole game, but if you can't clinically put a shot in the net, then you're just gonna be throwing shots, and that it's kind of a backbreaker in my opinion when you're on attack the whole time and you can't get a goal in and the other team just runs it across and scores.
It does hurt. I've been there, been in those situations where even if you can defend, if you can't put a shot in the back of the net, it's the person with the most points at the end of the day wins the game with the most goals. So we're going to have to look for shot selection. We saw them warming up earlier. They were in aim labs shooting some shots up, trying to score some goals already, trying to get that juices flowing, that warm-up, like the pump feeling right before you go into any single game. So we'll see how they do.
It should be good. As we mentioned, the last time they played, LC took it 3-2. This game is going to be, or match is going to be best of 7. So there's going to be a couple extra games in there. Hopefully we see it go the distance. I think it's going to be a very competitive game from everything that I've read. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be here to take you guys through it all. And the winner gets to play for the state championship.
Big deal.
That is a big deal. Do we know how long they've been doing esports? Is this their first year?
LC, I believe this is their second year.
Second year playing esports.
So
that's impressive to put together a program. Lubbock Christian University is in their first year of collegiate athletics, and we're seeing how hard the growing pains are of getting people in that want to do that and are willing to put the time in. So to be in your second year and already playing for the semifinal games in the tournament, that's got to be very gratifying for the team to be able to do that in their second year. So I believe we're gonna get started here pretty soon.
Here in a second.
And then we're gonna see the Eagles try and get that last win before the state game. What do you think the key is today for Prince of Peace to take the win over Lubbock Christian?
I think Prince of Peace, like looking at that from their standpoint and like their point of view, they have. I know it's really hard to play a 3v3 and get the ball specifically to one person, but they have to rely on Blippi, set up Blippi, and like give him enough room to work with, but be there to support him at the same time. It's that spacing and that distance where you can find shots and stuff like that, but also got to give him room to, if he wants to take it on the ceiling, let him take it on the ceiling. Be there to support off the backboard just in case he misses. So they got to clean up shots. They got to make shots. And if Blippi's comfortable, we'll see an SSL play. If we don't see Blippi comfortable, we'll see less of an SSL play. So we'll see more like a GC play instead of an SSL. But Blippi has a tendency of popping off, as we've seen. 3-2. He scored 2 game winners against us last time. So heartbreaking. But moving forward, they still gotta set up Blippi. I think demo plays are gonna be huge. If they clear out the whole back line, Blippi has a wide open shot. Or he can set up his other teammates.
So how important is it going to be to get off to a good start for either of these schools? I've never played in the competitive aspect of Rocket League, but I've played other games, and for the mental, how big is it going to be for one of these teams to separate themselves early?
Absolutely massive. You get that first goal, the first goal is the first time that the team can absolutely relax. Like maybe in the first minute, the first second, but you need that relaxing goal, the just that deep breath, that deep sigh of just, okay, we can score, we know how to defend. Now let's just play our game. Because you can set up a design game plan for anything, but it can change in an instant.
Yeah.
And so we have to. So if LC does have a plan going into this game, and something does not go right, they have to learn to adapt and change as the game goes on.
For sure. And both teams coming off pretty convincing wins, so they're going to have a lot of momentum coming into this one, as we said. Lubbock Christian played the British International School of Houston and swept them 4-0. And then Prince of Peace upset Lydia Patterson. They won 4-1. So both of them are coming off of games where they haven't faced a lot of adversity, and it's gonna be really telling to see which team comes out and can throw the first haymaker and get themselves on top, because it's gonna be one of the other team's first time running into adversity like that in the playoff setting anyway. So I believe that coming out and playing strong and getting comfortable, as you said, taking Blippi out of his game is going to be one of the key aspects for the Eagles today. And how do you take a player like that who's SSL, plays this game? How do you get a player like that out of his element just from the get-go?
From the get-go, it's really hard just from the get-go to get him out of his element because he's coming into that game comfortable. They just came off a pretty convincing win, 4-1. So he's already pretty comfortable already coming into this game. It's gonna take demos. It's gonna take being up in the air with him when he's trying to go for air dribbles. They got to throw him off his game fast and quick. If he gets that first aerial and he scores off of it, he's gonna feel like he can do that every single time. So he's gonna go up for stuff that you normally wouldn't see. He'll stay on the ceiling longer than he needs to, just to trick and like fake LCU out and try to get into our mental and our heads. We'll see. I think a huge key to taking SSL out of a game is just demoing him. When you play Rocket League and you're consistently getting demoed, it is the most frustrating thing in the world. I was playing a game yesterday. I was demoed at least, I think the guy had 18 demos, and I was at least 17 of them. And I walked away from my controller at one point because I just couldn't do it. I just left the controller on the table, and I walked away. I'm pretty skilled of a player. I just left the controller there, and I just got frustrated. I was like, I can't move without getting demoed, so I'm just not going to move.
How do you – because we've talked about these rotations and how you want to kind of stay in this certain area of the playing field. How do you stay in your area, communicate with your team, and also get demolitions that we're talking about are as important as shutting down an SSL player? How do you stay in formation but also play aggressively in that aspect?
It's going to be the aggressiveness is going to come out on offense. When you're on your back foot, when you're defending, you could look for the demos coming back into your rotation. The way that rotation usually works is you rotate towards the back post and you just come around and swing front post. And if you're playing a higher league game, somebody's going to rotate front post, somebody's going to rotate up onto the backboard, just so you can stop backboard shots and prevention like that. So it's just going to take either them coming back on rotation to demo Blippi or demo somebody else to open up opportunities to come on offense, or it's going to be on offense, going to be a two-man attack with one a little bit hanging back. That first person is going to go try to get a pass and then look for the demos. And the second person is going to look for the shot off the demo or just look for a replacement shot off that.
I see. I was watching I doubt this is I know it's not a realistic strategy, but I was watching a video the other day of some guy getting spawn demolitioned and just going around in circles, and for about 30-45 seconds this guy couldn't jump, he couldn't move. He was just getting demolitioned every time he spawned into the map, and I would never play that game again if I was in his position. So demoing I can imagine would be a really frustrating thing, but it can be something that's game-changing as long as you do it in the aspect of playing as a team still. You can't get too aggressive, and I think that's going to be a big thing today. They're excited to play. They're playing a team that was such a close game last time, so the highs are going to be a little bit higher and the lows are going to be a little bit lower. So they got to make sure that they stay level as they get into this game. And I believe we're actually loading into the game one, Lubbock Christian versus Prince of Peace here in the state championship semifinals. Winner will go on to play either Antonian or Grace Prep. we're getting ready. I'm excited.
It's about to be fun right here. Actually, can you see their Christmas hats there?
They've got some nice little sweaters on, and I believe no one's actually has some jingle
I think
bells
those
on
are
it.
jingle bells on it.
I heard them from a mile away. So
So they're in the Christmas spirit. They're gonna give the gift
fun.
of goals.
Oh yeah.
So let's see how they do. Trying to load in just everything.
Got Lubbock Christian on the blue side, Prince of Peace on the orange side, and like I said, both teams looking to start off hot. Lubbock Christian is coming in off of big wins. Both of them are coming off big wins, and got Lubbock Christian, the number 2 seed, versus Prince of Peace, the 6 seed. So, though it was an upset for Prince of Peace in the last game against Lydia Patterson, they don't think so in their mind. They definitely think they are here to play, and it's going to be a fun game. Like we said, best of 7, not best of 5. Last time they played, it was best of 5, with the Eagles taking the 3-2 victory. So, going to be a little bit longer. Got to have a little bit more endurance as you play through these games. Got to keep the mental going a little bit longer, which is not an easy thing to do when you're playing in high stakes like this. This is single elimination, no losers bracket. So, if you lose, you're done. And so you've got to keep that calm mind about yourself throughout the whole match that you're playing. And as we sit in the lobby waiting,
it seems like we have a little bit of a server connection issue.
I think it'd be important to talk while we're sitting here waiting for this to happen. The importance of keeping a level mind, even right now, as they're getting ready to load into a game and waiting for the team. How do you prepare yourself to get ready for a game like this?
Just got to keep good morals. Really, you just got to keep your mental still clear and focused, even if the game right here is taking forever. It's like in any other game. If you play a football game, there's a delay. You're sitting in the locker room. You play a basketball game, there's a delay. You're just sitting in the locker room. You got to keep yourself pumped and focused. So they're just trying to stay focused in. Don't get too tense. I mean, you can see everybody. You're ready. You and your friends are just ready to start this game off, and it's just taking a little bit longer, but we'll get there eventually. Hopefully, we'll see how long it takes to load in. I know there's been some server issues and connection issues lately, so we're seeing that. Come on, Niantic, do better.
So I know, and this is I guess more of a not playing competitively look on this, but you've got the 3 players on your team. We've talked about how important it is to play as a team, but also you've got to have those the moments where it's just you and the ball, or you and one other player. You've got to know what to do, and you've got to be calm enough to not only think through the situation, but actually act on the situation. And this happens for a lot of games, but in Rocket League especially, you make a wrong input, you're still in the game. Just because you make a bad hit or something, you've got to immediately get over that and next play mentality, which I think is something that's going to be huge for us today as we play in this game. It's got to be next play mentality. We're not going to win every single game by a comfortable margin. So whenever you're in those games where you're down, you're down 2-3 goals, how do you stay active? Is it more of a what can we do next game kind of feel, or are you truly always in that game?
When you're down, it's that feeling of just okay, what we thought was gonna work didn't work. It's either there's 2 mindsets that you can have going into that. It's the mindset of okay, we have to fix this now. What can we do to fix this now? Or you have the second mindset, which is okay, we messed up this game. What can we do next game? It's that next game mentality. But I think something that LC does really good here is that they have that in game, right now. What can we do now? They communicate as now we're officially
loading into the first game, and tip actually going the way of Prince of Peace. Lubbock Christian early on defense, gonna get a quick goal. We talked about it.
Goal.
Blippi, we talked about him before it started. We're 6 seconds in, and he's got a goal.
Absolutely. That setup was just very stunning, and a little unfortunate right there for no one just sitting in net. He had boost, just not enough to convert off that. But it just happened because, again, Blippi, he's coming into this game comfortable.
And going into the second point right here, again, LC is on defense, and they're gonna, like I said, this is when you got to take advantage of that counter attack. Prince of Peace is going to get comfortable a little bit, and you've got to come back and strike on the other side. It's going to keep staying on the side of Lubbock Christian. They're a little bit on their back foot right now, but doing a good job of rotating. Blippi is going to not knock it back on our side as Lubbock Christian takes the attack onto the side of Prince of Peace.
Ooh, close. Almost got a nice little finish right there. Open net, just staring him in the face. Coming back.
What a
Just
shot
converts.
right there.
Goku drip.
So that's a quick 2-0 right now for Prince of Peace. Lubbock Christian, like I said, this is their first time. They're facing a little bit of adversity, and it's going to be how they respond right here. They're not out of the game. One goal puts them right back into this game. So
And
starting off.
Yeah, something massive about that goal is that rotation from LC was a little bit off. That's why there was just an open net staring Goku drip in the face. Because the rotation, here comes a bump out right there. Clearing the net.
There's been a couple times that I've seen a little bit of an open net as Goku drip sets it up over the goal, going to get knocked out by no one. Put back into play by Snow, going on to the attack again. And going to center it right there, miss off to the right side. Now, Prince of Peace is doing a good job. We've gotten the counter attack going, but they've done a good job of rotating, and then not only rotating, but getting back into their offensive set. Blippi and Goku Drip are the two ones with the goal so far. There's about 3 minutes left in this game as Lubbock Christian takes it back onto the side of Prince of Peace. Snow going to go up in the air and going to get knocked out of the goal by Goku Drip. And
what we're seeing right now from just Prince of Peace is fabulous rotation on that back post. So that they're just keeping everything open. Unfortunate miss right there. Leaves Blippi with an open net. If you were LC right now, what would you be thinking?
Well, we talked about it before. Blippi is going to be a big person that we've got to slow down, and he's got 2 goals so far, and we're about 2 minutes in. I think coming into this 4th point, like I said, you've got to keep an open mind. You have to learn from what you're doing right now. Can't get too down. It's early, and it's going to be a long match. So got to keep good. Get those counter attacking opportunities going. As we are getting another one right here, no one going to get bumped out of the way. Set back up to the middle from Snow, who misses it on the low side, and that will put Prince of Peace back onto the attack. Up 3-0, looking to get a back-breaking 4th goal right here. Blippi looking for the hat trick. He's going to set it up over the middle. Nobody there to put it into the net. They're doing a really good job of keeping us on our back foot, and Lubbock Christian's responding, but they're not getting any offense going, which they're going to have to do here as we're getting into nearly under 2 minutes to go.
There's offense right there. Unfortunate touch right there.
Goal
Royal.
knocked back up in.
Really good setup. We were talking about earlier, the pass plays that were being set up. Really good pass right there by Snow. Royal tries to get that in. Fortunate touch off Blippi right there. Unfortunately, he was sitting a little bit out of rotation. They caught him. It hits off your ball. Hey.
He just really wanted the hat trick.
He really wanted the hat trick. He got it some way.
But that puts Lubbock Christian right back into it. Only down 2 with 2 minutes to go. They've got ample room to come back into this match. Prince of Peace again on the attack right now. Lubbock Christian going to put it back onto the side of Prince of Peace. They're looking for a setup over the middle and a quick goal right here so they can have a little bit of time to get that last tying goal and maybe get them into overtime for this match.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting a little bit more comfortable. There was a few open nets early on in the game, and I really haven't seen an open net yet. They're playing well. As I say that, Blippi puts one in top left.
And there's his real hat trick.
That's
just unfortunate. It goes up. Unfortunately, Royal just ran out of boost. He didn't think it was going to hit the backboard or the ceiling that high. That ceiling touch really did change that shot for him. Made that shot harder to read off the defended foot, and then just gets a goal off of it.
Prince of Peace up 4-1 over the Lubbock Christian Eagles right now and immediately back on the attack. Lubbock Christian's got to get the ball out of their side of the field or this is going to be a long match for them. And when they do get out of the side, like I said, they've got to find those critical goals that they're looking for and be a little bit more assertive in this match so far. They are getting more comfortable. Both teams are probably getting more comfortable, but there's not really been any huge missteps as Royal puts in another goal for the Lubbock Christian Eagles. What are they? You've got a minute and 4 seconds left. Are you looking? You've got to get a quick goal right here. So once you get this quick goal and they move on from that, how do you transition into, okay, we need one more goal and then probably play for overtime? How do you really transition into that mindset of we're trying to get the tie right now to get it a little bit further?
Speed of play is going to be key right here. It's if LC can get that speed of play in there. So looking for a shot off the backboard. Gets a, unfortunate good save right there coming up. Goku drip. It's just going to be that they need this tying goal, but are they going to put everything into this tying goal, or are they still going to be playing a little bit defensive?
Now Royal's actually looking for his own hat trick. Is Snow going to get it just off the side? Royal coming in just a little bit too late right there. We've got under 30 seconds right now. If they're looking for overtime, they need to go quick, though, as we are now under 20 seconds. Lubbock Christian doing a lot better. They're still on the attack, putting Prince of Peace on their back foot, which is something that's going to be big as we go into the next few games.
Right there looking for the nail in the coffin. Still 10 seconds left. Will this game run out? Snow on the backboard, no boost. Gets a fake in. Good shot by Goku Drip right there coming out.
It's going to that's going to do it for this game right here. Prince of Peace going to take it 4-2 over Lubbock Christian. Now, Blippi was a big person that we said they're going to have to slow down, and in game one he gets a hat trick. What did Blippi do so well in that game to keep himself and his team in position to strike?
What Blippi did really well that game is that he has SSL boost management. Boost management is key. That means he can get in the air faster. That means he can rotate back faster. All because he has enough boost in his tank to work with. LC did not really bump him that first game. There was no, aggressiveness. LC needs to be a little bit more aggressive on offense and a lot more aggressive on assertive, pushing Blippi out of the way, pushing Goku Drip out of the way, and stuff like that. Because they were on their back foot that whole game. The ball was on their half of the field at least 60, 70% of the time. And they'll get clear-outs, but they're getting clear-outs with no boost. So you can see Prince of Peace is doing really well at just eating their boost as they're looking for another early goal.
It's 2 games in a row, 6 seconds in that they've gotten a goal. And if you're Lubbock Christian, you can't have that. Like I said, it's a big momentum game. So if you come through right here with that early goal, then Lubbock Christian's already on their back foot right now. And they really need to calm down, play this point out. As we're into the second game, Prince of Peace took game 1 over Lubbock Christian and looking to take a 2-0 lead and really put a foot down in this match. Lubbock Christian going to go on to the attack on Prince of Peace. No one going to go up and knock it off just right. Ball's going up in the air. You see Blippi chasing those balls up in the air most of the time, which is, it's kind of what he's been doing this whole time. He's been getting off the top and playing well.
Demo comes out right there by Goku Troop. Another bump. Unfortunately, no one misses the shot.
Good defense right there by Blippi to
that's what we need
keep
to see.
the rebound.
That's what we need to see right there from LC. They need to get those bumps. Snow got a double bump right there. It left the net wide open. Unfortunately, no one can score right there, but
gonna get a
clear out right there. Goku Drip up for the ball. Bounces his corner. We get another goal. Misses the ball. Gets the fake. Goku Drip just finishes his own shot off that.
Prince of Peace going to take a 2-0 lead over Lubbock Christian right here. If you're Lubbock Christian, what's got to change right now? How do you get yourself back into this game?
How do you get yourself back in this game? I think a huge way to get yourself back into this game is they need to – obviously they need to build offensive pressure. The question is, how do you build offensive pressure when there's somebody that can just do that every single time he gets the ball? It's going to be at the point of just you have to hit the ball harder. You have to get the ball out of your side of the field. You can't just rely on them to make the mistakes and then go off that. You have to be the assertive, aggressive person right here. So you just can't leave Blippi to do shots like that. That's what got him to this rank. Unfortunately, that was just unfortunate on that. He missed the ball, bad read, and then Blippi's just there to clean up.
Prince of Peace taking a 3-0 lead on Lubbock Christian right now. As you said, Lubbock Christian's got to get the ball onto the side of Prince of Peace, and once you get the ball over there, you've got to score. What they're getting the ball over there a little bit more, but what's going wrong? How do you get that ball into the net if it's not going your way so far?
You just got to test the keeper. LC just needs to shoot the ball more. There's been a lot of those, a lot more just misses. This is not the usual LC that we see. LC, like I said, is a good shooting team. They shoot at a high, very, very high clip. That means they just hit the ball. They hit the ball hard, and they just hit the ball right where it needs to be. We're not seeing that from LC right now. We're just seeing a little bit more. It looks like a little bit more timid play, and that leads to them missing balls and just like not hitting the ball hard enough to get it. See right there, that's a shot that we can see Royal make 9 times out of 10.
It came just off the left side as Lubbock Christian's trying to bring it back here. We're under the 3-minute mark at 2:40 right now. Lubbock Christian trying to get the goal to put themselves back into this game. Prince of Peace in the driver's seat right now, and the Lubbock Christian's doing a little bit better at keeping the ball on the other side of the map, but you still see Prince of Peace doing a good job.
Good clear. He stole the boost right there. Trying to hold him. Gets a nice little pop-up right here. Blippi's already up for it. Good contest right there. I believe that was Royal.
You saw Royal coming in with 2 goals in the last game. He's playing well so far. And by no means is LC out of this game. Still 2 minutes left to go. Down 3 right now. A quick goal would do them a lot in their comeback opportunity.
Trying to pass this back in. Really good contest right there. As you can see that there was a car switch out from the breakout to the Octane by Royal, I believe. Just trying to switch things up. Just trying to get something a little bit different going. Clear comes out right there. Good clear out. Just trying to take boost. They're being more aggressive. This last minute and a half, they've been a lot more aggressive. We've seen more shots coming on. We just now got to see those shots go in.
And eventually, once you get those shots on goal, they're going to start going in, and that's something that Lubbock Christian is going to like to see as they get going into these next games. It's going to be a long match, so still got over a minute right now. Down 3-0, but looking to get the goal to put them back in control in this match. Prince of Peace really has been in the driver's seat this whole time, coming off 2 early goals in back-to-back games, and looking to take a 2-0 lead here in this semifinal game as Goku Drip puts in another goal.
That was just unfortunate right there. Rotation is a little bit off. That was a double commit coming out right there. And then just left Royal with barely any boost, not anybody in net. Couldn't come back in time. So boost management is going to be key on those defensive points where you're just sitting back in net. No one goes right there. They get it clear out off the backboard. Swings it back in. Snow up, trying to place the shot.
Beautiful hit right there.
Good shot right there. That was just that offensive pressure. So they finally get one to sneak in. Is it a little too late? We'll see. There's still 45 seconds left. There's still plenty of time. 45 seconds does not seem a lot, but in Rocket League, 45 seconds is still plenty of time to score as many goals.
That's good to see, though. As you mentioned earlier, we've been a little bit more aggressive on the attack, and to see a goal go in is sometimes that'll take the lid off of it when you see a couple go in, and that's really what Lubbock Christian is looking for, is to get that lid off and some big offensive pressure going.
So trying to take the ball up. There's still 25 seconds left in this game.
Prince of Peace have it on Lubbock Christian's side of the map right
again,
now.
Goku Drip finds the back of the net again.
I believe that is the 4th for Goku Drip this game. And like I said, a big part of this game is going to be there's going to be a team that throws a haymaker, and you've got to take it on the chin and keep going forward. This is a Lubbock Christian group that's got great teamwork, and they're by no means they're by no means out of this. They'll if they can pull off something in these last 15 seconds, that would be great. If not, Prince of Peace looking to take a 2-0 lead on the series with under 10 seconds to go. It's looking like Prince of Peace going to take that 2-0 lead. We've seen a little bit more offense from Lubbock Christian in the last half of this game. What else do they need to do to really just take the lid off the goal?
I believe they need to slow down that man. They haven't done enough Blippi this whole game, but they can score. They've scored twice already. They know that they can score. They put a lot of offensive pressure. LCU had 6 shots on target, which is still a lot of shots with 2 goals. But it's to the point where they're still letting Blippi do whatever he wants. They're kind of scared. They're playing on the back foot when he has the ball. They have to force the issue and just come out of their own half and attack.
And
There's
this will be a big game for him. Like we said, this will be it's 2-0 right now to the way of Prince of Peace. But if you can come back here in Game 3 and get a win to a team who's looking like they're going to want to try and roll through this matchup, that's a backbreaker when you can't get it to that 3-0 lead. So it's going to be a big game for Lubbock Christian.
absolutely.
And they had some offense going in the last game. How do you carry over from game to game? You've got that break. It's a reset score, and you've got to keep going. How do you get out of your own mind and really start off fast in consecutive games?
So now that you're seeing that you can score and you have offensive pressure, like you're putting it off the backboard, really close shot right there coming out. Blippy trying to take it slow, but it's to the point where demos need to come out more. I want to see a little bit more demos coming out of LC side. Maybe Noah can go look for demos. Maybe Royal can go look for demos after he passes the ball up. Snow can also look for demos. But we can't leave Blippy with a full tank of boost and nobody to contest and nobody to chow.
Again, to start this match, it's been a lot cleaner. Still 0-0, and we're about 40 seconds into the game. As Lubbock Christian, again, trying to take it onto the side of Prince of Peace. We're seeing a little bit of offense built up right here. What is Lubbock Christian doing differently this game than they have in the past two?
I think they're finally settled in and comfortable. It's that comfort, and now they know they can score and they know how to score. I believe they probably talked it out as a team. Like, try to talk about what they are going to do, and what they have been doing, and what needs to change. And that's why we see a faster start by LC. Will they stop this shot? Unfortunately, nobody had boost in the net. One thing that we are seeing that's a really good from Prince of Peace is the boost starving. That's just leaving your opponents with no boost to work with. Usually that's not a huge thing for LC. This game is kind of taking a toll on them because this is their first time versing a really good program, good team. And now they just need to convert.
Prince of Peace taking a 1-0 lead on Lubbock Christian in this third game. Best of 7, state semifinals, place in the state championship game on the line, and we're seeing some good play in this third game. We talked a little bit about what Lubbock Christian is needing to do and what they've done better in this game, and as we just saw another goal come out from Blippy, but we've seen some demolitions that you have been talking about, and that is a big part of the game, something we didn't really see in the first two games. Do you think that's something that they talked about in between games, or is that just probably something that's been there all along, just haven't seen many opportunities for it?
If you look at LC's like previous games, like how they do play, they do like getting those demos. They do like being the aggressors. They like bumping. They like demoing. We didn't see a lot of it the first two games, but this third game we've seen definitely a lot of bumps coming out, a lot more fakes have been thrown, and stuff like that. As they completely changed the room to be dark, maybe that will help. Never mind. The camera just didn't focus.
We've got a beautiful camera angle right there.
Because we get an aerial view of Jingle Bells.
Still 1-0 right now, going under the halfway mark. We've
There
got
comes another
2:24 left. There's that demo that we're talking about from Snow. Lubbock Christian looking for some offensive pressure right here. It's going to get cleared out by Blippy back onto the side of Lubbock Christian. It's a good save right there by Snow, playing it off the wall. Going to get knocked back and hit in by Goku Drip. Prince of Peace up 2-0 right now in this third game of the state semifinals. So Lubbock Christian's on their back foot right now. By no means are they out of it, though. If you're talking to them like your team, what are you telling them going into the last 2 minutes of this game and on into the next game?
I'm telling them still plenty of time in this game. There's 2 minutes left. Beautifully placed shot. Blippy was there, unfortunately. Puts it back in with offensive pressure. I think it's just coming down to the fact that if I was their coach right now, I would be saying that. Ooh, close. My thoughts on this would just be that we just need to put a little bit more offensive pressure in. And they're doing that. They're putting offensive pressure in that we're looking for. We're looking for those demos. They have demoed Blippy like 3-4 times this game. And they're right there. Snow looks for backwards. Demo saves his own shot. Gets a nice clear out right here. I think that's also going to be a huge thing. Big clear outs, big booms.
Still plenty of time. We've still got over a minute in this game. Only down 2. Still plenty of time to mount an offensive attack and get yourself back in this series as they get a great shot right there, but going to bounce off the top right of the goal. Still looking for some offensive pressure as Royal's going to get another one that goes off the top. Going to be followed up by no one in the top down. It's going to go in. There's that goal that we're talking about. Now you're only 1 down. You still got a minute left.
If you could see right here, look at the bump right there after the shot by Royal. Royal takes a shot he knew he was missing. He didn't go for the double tap. He went for the bump. Bumps Blippi in the back of his neck, completely out. So that was a really good bump play right there. There's still a minute left in this game. That means there's plenty of time. That goal is finally scored. Maybe that will relax them. Hopefully that just gives them that sense of just peace.
Royal's going to go up in the air. Going to put a goal in, tied up 2-2-2 right now.
What a shot.
54 seconds left in the game. They've tied it up. Lubbock Christian looking to get themselves back into this game with a beautiful shot by Royal. How is that set up right there?
That setup is set up really right there by Snow. Snow came back on that backside, looked for a bump, messed up Goku Drip. Goku Drip just moved forward just a tad. You didn't really see it, but he messed him up on the rotation. And then that's just a great shot. There's nothing you can say after that. That's just a beautifully placed shot back in the net.
And again, Lubbock Christian back on the attack. It's going to get knocked back onto the side of Prince of Peace. Lubbock Christian going to look. Huge clear by Royal right there. Going to get played by Snow, who's going to set it up over the middle. Going to go just on the outside as it's knocked out by Blippi. No one on the other side there to put it back into play. Going to go up for his own hit. Knocked out by Goku Drip. Kept on the side of Prince of Peace by Snow. Royal going to send it up over the middle.
Almost gets the double to fall right there. Royal almost had a nice little shot right there. See, now look, now you can see the little hesitation by Prince of Peace.
Down under 10 seconds, 3 to go. Is a team going to take it, or are we going to go into overtime?
We're going to see overtime this one.
Overtime it is. Prince of Peace and Lubbock Christian here in the state semifinals game. Looking for a place in the state championship. Both teams are. Prince of Peace
fake.
up 2-0. Big shot right there by
Royal.
Royal.
By Royal, making it 2-1 in the favor of LC. You see right there, no one came in to hit the shot, but he knew he was going to miss it. He went dump. A bump right there. Missed the bump, completely messed up the offense or the defensive rotation on Prince of Peace. That just left Royal with a nice easy shot down the middle. So that just came down to really good shots. We saw those demos coming out this third game. Demos were huge that third game. Bumps were really huge that game. All 3 goals came from a bump opportunity and just really good placement on shots. Royal had 2 beautifully placed shots. His second shot that he placed bottom corner, insane shot. He saved his boost, so he saved his flip, so when he got up there, he just used his flip, power shot, bottom corner. Insane finish, and very excited to see this game 4 right here.
Yeah, going into game 4, Lubbock Christian sneaking their way back into it. I talked about it before it started. That was going to be a very pivotal part of the game. And even more so being down 2-0 to start off the last game, to rally and come back. The momentum is all on the side of Lubbock Christian right now as they look to even up the series at 2 apiece. Good defense already coming out from the start. And I think it's a big thing that we've seen, we saw it from the last game, is not getting in a hole early and being able to play aggressively from the start is going to be a big deal for them. We're seeing a lot more aggressive plays, a lot more aerial plays from the side of Lubbock Christian. And it's all getting set up by, like you said, these bumps and gaining a little bit of confidence in this match. They've beaten this team before, and they're starting to see that they can do it again as they find themselves only down 2-1 now after the huge game 3.
Massive game 3 right there.
And Royals come through pretty much this whole game. What does he need to keep doing? What has he done so well so far that's got him to find the back of the net so many times?
Just beautifully placed shots, really. He's feeding off the energy this team is giving him right now.
And going to get hit back onto the side of Prince of Peace by no one as they're looking at an open net. Nearly going to get it put in.
It's nearly an own goal right there.
They're keeping it on the side of Prince of Peace,
Another bump comes out. Double bump right there comes out. Unfortunate clear right there by no one, but big clear coming out by Snow off the backboard.
Going to see
Another
Blippi.
huge 50 right there.
Now, Blippi immediately, every time that we see him, he's trying to take that ball into the air. Is that would you say that's his strong suit, is playing that ball up into the air?
Oh, absolutely. He knows what to do when he's in the air. He knows how to convert goals. He knows how to pass the ball. That's just the thing about being an SSL. And what we saw from that third game, we need to see continuing forward is the shutdown of Blippi. They stopped Blippi. That third game, they stopped Blippi. This fourth game, they're holding Blippi really, really well. That's why the scoreboard is still 0-0.
0-0 coming into 3 minutes left. Ball bouncing around over the goal of Prince of Peace. Going to get cleared right there. Back into play on Prince of Peace side. Royal's going to hit it up. Put a shot to the right of their goal.
Coming out with a huge bump right there on Blippi.
And again, a lot of this is just keeping them uncomfortable. They're not scoring, but they're keeping them uncomfortable. There's a demo right there. Onto Goku Drip. Ball going to bounce back onto the side of Lubbock Christian. Going to get cleared off to the left over to Blippi and Goku Drip. As Blippi's going to play that off the ground and back into the goal. We talked about it. He likes to play it in the air. How do you stop a player who takes it into the air every time they get it? Other than, is it just bumps and demos still?
I think a player that can take it into the air. I mean, you got to stop him from getting boost at that point. Then it's right there. That was just unfortunate. Snow had really good, or I believe it was Snow. He had really good placement on that shot. That's why he went for the 50-50 ball on the bomb side. So that was just knowledge of the game, just being really, really good at the game. But I believe that it was just very unfortunate for LC right there. He had the placement that he needed, and or the position that he needed to save that shot. It was great defense, better offense at that point.
Just big, especially as we come under this 2 minutes left in the game. Lubbock Christian, they've kept the pressure on the side of Prince of Peace for most of this game, and we've talked about it. That's what you got to do, and shots will start to fall. So they're going to look to keep it going, keep the ball on the side of Prince of Peace, and play a little bit of offense. Snow going to go up and challenge it, but just missed over the top of it. Going to get cleared out by Royal. Hit back up into the air by Goku, and Lubbock Christian is now on the attack again.
Demo coming out right there on Goku Drip, making that shot difficult. Now we got a 2v2 right here coming into this.
Big
Royal looking for a shot right there. Couldn't get it down in time. Great 50 to come down. Unfortunately, get a nice little clear out, but I thought we were going to see something right there.
1-0, Prince of Peace in the lead right now. Lubbock Christian looking for the tying goal right here as we approach a minute left in this game 4. And we saw it last game. They were down 2 at this point, and they rallied back and won the game. So it's not over till it's over, as we are now under 50 seconds to play. But they do need a goal here in the next 42 seconds, and that'll tie the series if they can get a win in this one. Going to get hit back onto the side, actually, of Lubbock Christian.
Still 30 seconds left. LC has to realize that they still have plenty of time, that they don't need to force the issue quite yet, that they don't need to be all in. There's still plenty of time for them to get scored on. There's still plenty of time to score as the demo comes out there by Blippi. Huge clear, 17 seconds left. Still time. This is still about two offensive takes.
2 shots.
Really good. Really good bump right there.
Set up into the middle, put in by Royal to tie it up 1-1 with 3 seconds left. Where did that?
Look at the bump. That's what got him. He bumped it here. Drippy panicked, come down. He wanted a double clear with Goku Drip, but they just pinched it into the back of their own net with 3 seconds left.
That was big. And you talked about it. That bump onto Blippi made that shot happen. Blippi was there to knock it away, and
he just
they didn't let him do it.
He panicked. Blippi panicked right there. We don't see that much of a panic coming out from SSL right there, but he absolutely panicked.
And for the second game in a row, going to overtime, 1-1. Going in the way of Lubbock Christian last game. This is absolutely a huge overtime right here, as Lubbock Christian could tie up the match with a goal. Nearly knocked in right there by Snow. And Blippi's going to bring it back on the attack. Huge save right there by Royal. And Lubbock Christian looking to get it cleared and back onto the attack.
So Royal just forces the issue right there. That was a beautiful comeback save right there by Royal. Unfortunately, the second goal, or the second overtime is going to go in the way of Prince of Peace. But a lot of good takeaways from this third game that they can take into this, or this fourth game that they can take into this.
Now now Prince of Peace is up 3-1 in the series. If you're Lubbock Christian, you've been in the game each of the last 3 games, and you are just super close to this. This could be a totally different series right now if a couple bounces go a different way. Got to keep your head into the game. What is we've seen the bumps come in huge so far, and Royal absolutely coming up huge this whole match. And the shots will start to fall. The offense that they're playing is a lot better as we go here in game 5. And this is a big one. This could take it home for Prince of Peace as they're up 3-1 in the TAPS PlayVS State semifinal game right here. But Lubbock Christian not one to go home so early. What is the biggest thing for Lubbock Christian this game? We've talked about some offense, we've talked about some of that stuff, but defensively, how are they? I don't want to say falling short, but how do you adjust right now to stop this attack coming from Blippi as he puts in another goal with 4 minutes and 32 seconds?
I think a huge thing that needs to come out, something that we haven't really talked about too much, is that backside rotation on the backboard. Blippi's trying to set himself up on the backboard, and LC has been there some of the time on that backside rotation to just completely challenge and contest him. But usually he's pretty free. Like now he's probably looking for a replacement on the backboard. Looks for the flip reset and gets a bump in. Again, that's just the greatness of a really good player. Looks for the flip reset. That means all 4 of your wheels touch the ball, and you can get a flip back. Just unfortunate. Unfortunate for LC. Couldn't rotate back in time. Really good shot, really good placement right there by Blippi.
Still have absolutely loads of time, though, as we're still only 40 seconds into the game. Only down 2. Lubbock Christian looking to bring this one back. It's got to start with a goal, and they're going to look to get one here pretty quickly. Prince of Peace have kind of put it to him early this game, and that's been a reoccurring theme throughout all of these games pretty well, has been Lubbock Christian kind of getting behind a little bit and then bringing themselves back into the match. They can get themselves back into this one. They'd love to be on that driver's seat in the next game. As we see the ball onto the side of Lubbock Christian. Going to get centered by Goku Drip, knocked out by Royal, back onto the side of Prince of Peace. Got 3 players going on the attack. Put right over the middle of the goal. Going to get cleared out right there. And going to get a seat reset from Lubbock Christian as they're going to try and get right back onto the offensive side. Royal's done a great job of putting it in the goal. What else do they need to see from the offensive side of the ball and to really get this ball in? Because they're getting the demos. They're applying some more offensive pressure. And what culminates with the shot in the goal?
I would say big thing that comes out is just setting up more T plays, setting up a little bit more passes this last game. We've seen a little bit of solo from Royal. We've seen a little bit of solo from Snow that has turned into a team play, but it was an absolute solo like that one. A solo goal by Royal. Massive.
Gonna put it back 2-1. Again, plenty of time. We've still got 3 minutes left in this game, and Royals come up huge this whole day. Every game,
when they needed a goal, he has scored a goal.
He's been there for them, and one more will tie this game up as Lubbock Christian tries to bring themselves back into this match, down 3-1 right now in the state semifinal games. Looking for a spot in the championship against Antonian or Grace Prep. Ball going to get knocked into the air on the side of Lubbock Christian as they look to mount a little bit of offense off of their defense. Going to get good clear by no one. And Blippi going to put it right over the goal right there as we see a demolition onto Royal. Blippi's kind of all over the map right now, and they've done a good job so far in these past couple games of keeping him.
Unfortunate. Looking for a demo play right there. Just couldn't get it in time. Goku Drip was just able to get over one and then clear it over the second one. But good rotate out right there. Big clear coming out from LC. They needed that one. Roy looking for another shot. Can we squeak it in? No one there.
Again, ball on the side of Prince of Peace. Lubbock Christian, the blue team. Prince of Peace, the orange team. And going to get cleared back onto the side of Lubbock Christian. They're close, and they're putting some offensive pressure, and they've got a lot to build on. If they can take this one into the 6th game. I think we're going to see some early pressure from Lubbock Christian as set up over the middle for Royal, but saved by Goku Drip. Nearly a big shot right there from no one as it is saved at the last second. Still a minute and 20 seconds left. Plenty of time to get this tying goal. And going to get knocked in there. And that's going to bring it to 3-1. There's still a minute 20 left. But now you have to have a goal. You got to have a goal pretty quickly right here. Season on the line. And you've got to get a goal right here. It doesn't matter who it is. Somebody's got to step up right here and put this in the back of the net on the side of Lubbock Christian to keep their season alive. Prince of Peace going to look to probably play a little bit of
A little bit more defensive.
yeah, just a little bit of not on their back foot, but just to run a little bit of time off this. So
there's that goal.
Huge goal. Again, it's Royal coming through as he gets his 2nd goal of the match or of the game, and it's 2-3. Still
Really good
got
pass down
a ton of time.
Really, really good pass down by Snow. Snow beats Blippi on that back wall. Blippi was not expecting it. Snow was just a lot faster right there, getting it down to Royal. Royal just finds the back of the net. It's what Royal does.
It's part of that team play that you were talking about, setting up shots for your teammates, and they'll be looking for another one. 3-2, Prince of Peace, 50 seconds left. Lubbock Christian looking to tie this game up right now, get themselves back into the match. Prince of Peace on the opposite looking to close out this match. And this is a big 30 seconds right here for both teams. Lubbock Christian puts it on the side of Prince of Peace. They need a goal. 30 seconds remaining in this game. 3-2, Prince of Peace leading right now.
There's a shot on goal. Unfortunately, Goku Drip with clear.
Again, another big shot from Royal
20
as
seconds
we
left.
approach
Can't really
20 left. Still got time, but got to get something going. Got to get the ball onto the other side.
Unfortunate.
Blippi puts one in with 11 seconds. Prince of Peace takes a 4-2 lead over Lubbock Christian, up 3-1 in this state semifinal game. It's not over. You still have 11 seconds, but got to get a goal right here. Otherwise, this match will be going the way of Prince of Peace. Gonna get knocked up into the air. Played back onto the side of Prince of Peace. Under 5 seconds left, and that is going to do it here. Prince of Peace with the 4-1 victory over the Lubbock Christian Eagles. It's been an incredible year for Lubbock
Amazing
Christian.
Second year in the program?
Second year of the program.
Got
already
to
playing in
semifinals.
state semifinals. Playing against obviously quality opponent right there. So they should be proud that they made it this far. They played great games. They were in all of those games up until the very end, and easily a couple bounces here and there go a different way, and Lubbock Christian sees himself on the other side of this victory. But at that one, that one's got to hurt a little bit.
It's gonna hurt a little bit. They all hurt. A loss is a loss. It does hurt, but I think there's a lot of takeaways that LC can take from this and move it on to next season. We'll still see the same team together for next time. So, still really, really, really comfortable. We will not see them, but they are all seniors. We'll see them here, actually.
Lubbock Christian University.
At Lubbock Christian University. So, still seeing a lot from those three. So, they'll be back.
There's a lot to be excited about. Like I said, they were in all of those games. Going to be bringing it to Lubbock Christian University, and try and take us to some play versus wins at the university level of this, which would be absolutely massive for our program, who will be going into their second year of collegiate athletics.
Yep.
So Prince of Peace takes it 4-1 in the state semifinal game, going on to face either Antonian or Grace Prep Academy. Are we missing anything?
I don't think we're missing too many things. We interviewing? All right, no interview today, but.
All right, well, I want to thank you guys for watching. King, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for your insight.
No problem.
We'll
be back. We'll be here.
The Rocket League legend himself, King Roger. So thank you for
Pleasure.
watching here at twitch.tv/LCU Esports.
One last second. We still got to shout out our sponsors one last time. Shout out McDonald's. Which side? Oh, I don't have the M symbol on mine. And then this is just weird. Contender this side. Contender
Contender
Esports.
Esports.
Go out, get some McDonald's, get you a Big Mac, go out and play some video games.